Hey everyone! London's calling, and whether you're loaded or broke, this city's got a party with your name on it. We're gonna break down the ultimate London experience. Two-ways budget backpacker and high-rolling VIP. No tricks, just real talk on how to rock this city your way. Grab your pens, cause class is in session. We're talking hostels versus fancy hotels, street food versus fancy restaurants, free walking tours versus helicopters. By the end, you'll be a London expert, ready to take on this city no matter how much cash you've got. So buckle up, smash that like button, and let's go. Okay, budget travelers, this one's for you. London hostels aren't just a place to sleep, they're a whole vibe. We're talking bunk beds, shared bathrooms, and tons of energy. You'll meet people from everywhere, share stories, and maybe even get some secret tips on the best hidden spots. And the best part? A bed costs about the same as a couple of beers. That means more cash for exploring. Would you rather spend your money on a fancy room or on adventures and really getting to know London? Now, if sharing a room isn't your thing, no worries. London has tons of cheap hotels. Don't expect a palace, but you'll have your own space, a clean bed, and maybe even a tea kettle. Plus, these places are usually centrally located, so you can skip expensive subway rides and explore on foot. You're here to see the sights, not hang out in your hotel room. So, save your money for the good stuff. Fish and chips, beers at the pub, you know the drill. Budget hotels are all about maximizing your fun without going broke. Okay, so maybe hostels aren't your style, but you're also not trying to spend a fortune on a place to sleep. That's where London's boutique hotels come in. These places are all about being cool and unique. Think brick walls, old furniture, and maybe even a rooftop bar with a great view. They're nicer than your basic budget hotel, but they won't necessarily cost a ton. Plus, you're guaranteed a more memorable stay. You're in London. Treat yourself to something special. Now, for those of you who love luxury, London's got you covered. We're talking 5-star hotels with butlers, amazing restaurants, and views that'll blow your mind. Imagine waking up to breakfast in bed, overlooking Hyde Park, or stepping out of your hotel and right onto the doorstep of Harrods. This is London at its finest. If you want to splurge, a stay at one of these hotels is unforgettable. But even if you're on a budget, don't be afraid to walk by and peek inside. You might even see the king. Food lovers, let's talk about the real reason we're all here. The food! London's got something for everyone, no matter your budget. First up, let's hit the streets, because London's street food is amazing. Borough Market, Camden Market, Brick Lane, you name it. From juicy burgers to tasty curries, your taste buds are in for a treat. And the best part? You can get a delicious meal for super cheap. So skip the fancy restaurants and dive into London's real food scene. You can't come to London and not go to a pub, right? And for cheap eats, you can't beat classic pub food. Fish and chips, sausages and mashed potatoes, shepherd's pie, all the good stuff. And the best part? Pubs are everywhere. So whether you want a quick bite or a relaxing afternoon, you're never far from a good time. Plus, pubs are a great way to experience the local culture. Okay, so maybe you don't want Michelin stars, but you also want something nicer than a burger and fries. London has tons of mid-range restaurants that are great. Trendy pubs, Italian restaurants, and Asian places. You can find anything you want without spending too much. And these places often have a more relaxed vibe than fancy restaurants. It's the perfect balance between good food and good prices. Okay, foodies, if you're ready to spend some serious cash on a meal you'll never forget, then get ready because London has some of the best restaurants in the world. We're talking fancy tasting menus, perfect service, and an atmosphere that's out of this world. Think dishes like fancy steak with truffle oil and desserts that are almost too pretty to eat. I love street food, but sometimes you gotta treat yourself. And a fancy meal in London is an experience you won't forget. Okay, cheapskates, this one's for you. London might have a reputation for being an expensive city, but there are plenty of ways to enjoy it without spending a penny. Whether you're a budget traveler or just looking to save some cash, there are countless free attractions that will make your trip unforgettable. Who says you have to be rich to have fun in London? The city is brimming with activities that won't cost you a dime. From sprawling parks to historic palaces, there's something for everyone. So let's dive into some of the best free activities that will make your London adventure epic. First up, let's talk about parks. London is home to some of the most beautiful and expansive parks in the world. These green spaces offer a perfect escape from the hustle and bustle of the city. Whether you're looking to relax, have a picnic, or simply enjoy a leisurely stroll, London's parks have got you covered. London's got tons of them. Hyde Park, Regent's Park, and Greenwich Park are just a few examples. These parks are not only vast, but also incredibly diverse. You can find everything from manicured gardens to wild meadows, and even some unexpected wildlife. Hyde Park, Regent's Park, Greenwich Park, these places are huge. Think big lawns, hidden gardens, even pelicans, and it's all free. Hyde Park, for instance, is one of the largest parks in London and offers a variety of activities, from boating on the Serpentine to visiting the Diana Memorial Fountain. Regent's Park is home to the beautiful Queen Mary's Gardens, which boasts over 12,000 roses. And let's not forget Greenwich Park, where you can enjoy stunning views of the River Thames and the city skyline. Pack a lunch, grab a book, and enjoy the sun. These parks are perfect for a relaxing day out. Whether you're lounging on the grass, reading a book, or having a picnic with friends, you'll find plenty of space to unwind. And the best part? It won't cost you a thing. Now let's move on to palaces. You can see the changing of the guard at Buckingham Palace for free. This iconic ceremony takes place outside the palace and is a must-see for any visitor to London. The precision and pageantry of the guards are truly a sight to behold. It's like a real-life fairy tale, complete with soldiers in red uniforms and bearskin hats. The ceremony is steeped in tradition and offers a glimpse into the history and heritage of the British monarchy. Plus, it's a great photo opportunity, but with less singing and more funny hats. The changing of the guard is not only a fascinating spectacle, but also a fun and lighthearted experience. You'll see tourists from all over the world gathered to watch, and the atmosphere is always lively and cheerful. And for some royal art, head over to the National Gallery. This world-renowned museum houses an impressive collection of art, and the best part is that admission is free. You can spend hours wandering through the galleries admiring works by some of the greatest artists in history. Check out the National Gallery's free collection. You'll be seeing masterpieces, from Van Gogh's Sunflowers to Botticelli's Venus and Mars. The gallery's collection spans centuries and includes works from the Renaissance to the Impressionist period. It's a treasure trove of art that will leave you inspired and in awe, not tourists with lots of money. The National Gallery is a place where art is accessible to everyone, regardless of their budget. It's a reminder that some of the best things in life are indeed free. So, take your time, soak in the beauty, and let the art transport you to different worlds. Sometimes the best things in life are free. London is a city that offers endless opportunities for exploration and enjoyment, without breaking the bank. From its lush parks to its historic palaces and world-class museums, there's so much to see and do. So go ahead and make the most of your trip, and remember, you don't need to spend a fortune to have an amazing time. Want to really get to know London? Skip the bus and put on your walking shoes. I'm talking about walking tours. They're the best way to see the city's hidden spots and hear cool stories. You can find a walking tour for just about anything. History lovers, mystery fans, even Harry Potter fans, there's something for everyone. And most of them are free. Just remember to tip your guide, okay? They're sharing all the cool stuff about London's history, rain or shine. So skip the expensive tourist traps and hit the pavement. Okay, I get it. Sometimes free isn't enough. You want the good stuff, the exclusive experiences. Well, London's got you covered. We're talking paid activities that are worth the money. First up, museums. London is full of amazing museums, and some are worth paying for. The Tower of London, Churchill War Rooms, the British Museum, these places are packed with history and cool stuff. But it's not just history. London's got a museum for everything. Science lover? Hit up the Science Museum. Art fan? The Tate Modern is for you. Look, I like saving money, but sometimes you gotta treat yourself. These paid activities offer a more in-depth experience. Okay, big spenders, this one's for you. You've got the money and you want the best of the best. Well, London's got tons of luxury experiences just waiting for you. Private tours, forget crowded buses. We're talking custom experiences just for you. Want a private tour of Buckingham Palace with fancy afternoon tea? Done. How about a helicopter ride over the city with champagne? Booked. And if you're feeling really fancy, see a show in the West End. Hamilton, Les Miserables, The Lion King. It's a theater lover's dream. And for the ultimate splurge, get front row seats. It'll be expensive, but you only live once, right? Sometimes you gotta embrace the fancy stuff. These luxury experiences are about making memories. Let's talk transportation. When you think of London, one of the first things that might come to mind is its iconic red buses and black cabs. But there's another mode of transport that's even more integral to the city's heartbeat. Getting around a new city can be tricky, especially one as big as London. With its sprawling neighborhoods and bustling streets, navigating can seem daunting. But fear not, because London's public transportation system is designed to make your journey as smooth as possible. But don't worry, London's public transportation is here to help. From buses to trains, and even boats on the Thames, there are plenty of options. However, the true star of the show is undoubtedly the Tube. And the star of the show? The Tube. This underground network is not just a means of getting from point A to point B, it's an experience in itself. With its deep history and extensive reach, the Tube is the lifeline of London. The London Underground, called the Tube, is the heart of this city. It's a vast network of tunnels and trains that crisscross beneath the streets, connecting every corner of London. Whether you're heading to the bustling West End, the historic City of London, or the trendy neighborhoods of East London, the Tube has got you covered. It's a maze of tunnels and trains that gets everyone where they need to go. With 11 lines and 270 stations, the Tube is one of the largest and oldest underground railway networks in the world. Each line has its own unique character and history, making every journey a little adventure. Now, I know what you're thinking. Underground, tunnels, crowds, sounds scary, right? But let me assure you, the Tube is a marvel of engineering and efficiency. Despite the occasional rush hour crush, it's a reliable and convenient way to travel. But trust me, the Tube is pretty good. The stations are well maintained, the trains are modern, and the service is frequent. Plus, there's something quite charming about the hustle and bustle of the underground. It's fast, it's mostly clean, and it'll get you around quickly. The trains zip through the tunnels at impressive speeds, making it one of the quickest ways to traverse the city. And with trains running every few minutes, you'll never have to wait long. So get a travel card, hop on the Tube, and get ready to experience London like a local. The Oyster card is your key to the city, offering seamless travel across all public transport. Just tap in and out, and you're good to go. Just try to avoid rush hour if you can. The Tube can get incredibly busy during peak times, with commuters packed like sardines. If you can, plan your journeys for off-peak hours to enjoy a more comfortable ride. It gets a little crowded. But even in the midst of the hustle and bustle, there's a certain camaraderie among Tube travelers. It's all part of the London experience. So, embrace the crowds, enjoy the ride, and let the Tube take you on a journey through this incredible city. Okay, so you've mastered the Tube, but maybe you want some sunshine and fresh air. That's where London's famous red buses come in. These double-decker buses are more than just transportation. They're a London icon. And who doesn't love a double-decker bus? The bus system can seem confusing at first, but it's easy. Just grab a map, plan your route, and hop on. You'll be seeing London's famous landmarks in no time. And the best part? You get to actually see the city. Unlike the tube, the bus gives you great views of London's streets and buildings. It's like a sightseeing tour and a ride all in one. Okay, I get it. Sometimes you don't want to be crammed on a train or bus. The hustle and bustle of public transport can be overwhelming, especially during rush hours. The noise, the crowd, and the constant jostling can make the journey stressful and tiring. You might find yourself longing for a more peaceful and personal way to explore the city. That's where walking and cycling come in. Sometimes you just want to explore at your own speed. There's a certain freedom in being able to stop whenever you want, to take in the sights and sounds around you. You can pause to admire a beautiful building, take a photo of an interesting street art, or simply sit on a bench and watch the world go by. Walking allows you to connect with the city in a way that other modes of transport don't, and for that, there's nothing better than walking. It's the simplest and most natural way to get around. You don't need any special equipment or training, just a comfortable pair of shoes and a sense of adventure. Walking is also a great way to stay fit and healthy. It helps you burn calories, strengthen your muscles, and improve your cardiovascular health. Plus, it's good for your mental well-being too. Walking can help reduce stress, boost your mood, and clear your mind. London is a great city for walking. With its rich history, diverse culture, and stunning architecture, there's always something interesting to see. You can wander through historic neighborhoods, explore vibrant markets, or stroll along the scenic riverbanks. The city is also home to many beautiful parks and gardens, where you can escape the urban hustle and enjoy some tranquility. Whether you're a local or a tourist, walking is a wonderful way to discover the hidden gems of London. Yeah, it's big, but it's also full of parks, squares, and streets perfect for walking. From the sprawling Hyde Park to the charming Covent Garden, there's no shortage of places to explore on foot. You can take a leisurely walk through the royal parks, visit the famous landmarks like Buckingham Palace and the Tower of London, or simply wander through the quaint streets of Soho and Notting Hill. Each area has its own unique character and charm, waiting to be discovered. So put on your walking shoes, grab a map, and get ready to explore. Whether you're planning a day of sightseeing or just a casual stroll, walking is a great way to experience the city. You can take your time, follow your curiosity, and see where the path leads you. And if you ever get tired, there are plenty of cafes and benches where you can take a break and recharge. Walking gives you the flexibility to create your own adventure and make the most of your time in London. But if you want to see more without getting tired, rent a bike. Cycling is another fantastic way to explore the city. It's faster than walking, so you can cover more ground and see more sights in less time. Plus, it's a lot of fun. You can feel the wind in your hair, enjoy the fresh air, and get a bit of exercise while you're at it. Whether you're a seasoned cyclist or a casual rider, biking around London is an experience you won't forget. London's got a bike sharing program with stations all over the city. It's called Santander Cycles, and it's incredibly convenient. You can pick up a bike from one station and drop it off at another, making it easy to get around. The bikes are well-maintained and easy to ride, and the rental process is straightforward. You can rent a bike for a few hours or the whole day, depending on your plans. It's a flexible and affordable option for exploring the city. It's cheap, it's easy, and it's a fun way to see the sights. You can cycle past iconic landmarks like the Houses of Parliament, the London Eye, and St. Paul's Cathedral. You can ride along the Thames, explore the trendy neighborhoods of Shoreditch and Camden, or take a scenic route through the parks. Cycling gives you a different perspective of the city and allows you to cover more ground than walking. It's a great way to see the best of London in a short amount of time. Sometimes the best way to see a city is to slow down and just wander. Whether you're walking or cycling, taking your time allows you to truly appreciate the beauty and character of the city. You can discover hidden alleys, stumble upon charming cafes, and meet interesting people along the way. It's about the journey as much as the destination. By slowing down, you can soak in the atmosphere, enjoy the little moments, and create lasting memories. Walking and cycling let you do just that. They give you the freedom to explore at your own pace, to follow your interests, and to experience the city in a more personal and meaningful way. So, next time you're in London, consider leaving the crowded trains and buses behind. Put on your walking shoes or hop on a bike and set off on an adventure. You'll see the city in a whole new light and create memories that will last a lifetime. Okay, rich people and busy travelers, listen up. Sometimes you need to get somewhere fast and you don't mind spending some money to do it. That's where London's taxis and ride-sharing apps come in. First up, the famous black cabs. These things are everywhere in London, and the drivers know the city like the back of their hand. Just flag one down, tell them where you're going, and you're off. Now, if you want something cheaper, there's always Uber and Bolt. Just download the app, request a ride, and a car will pick you up. I like saving money, but sometimes convenience is key. Taxis and ride-sharing are easy and comfortable. Plus, it's nice to just sit back and let someone else drive. So there you have it, folks. London. From cheap hostels to fancy hotels, from street food to fancy restaurants, from free walking tours to private helicopters, this city has something for everyone. London doesn't care about your budget. It's a city that welcomes everyone. So what are you waiting for? Book that flight, pack your bags, and get ready to experience London. It's a trip you won't forget. And before you go, like this video, subscribe, and leave a comment telling me your favorite part. Until next time, keep exploring and keep adventuring. Peace out.